shower as hot as I can take. Oh, yeah, pretty much. I pretty much go over and then go down from there until it's as cold, until it's warm to where I like it, but cold enough to where I don't say ow. But yeah, probably not the best for our skin, no, but I don't like cold. To be fair, I've never had problem with my skin. My skin actually feels nice. I'm not saying the water is a product of that, but not like dry, itchy, or anything you would think warm water would do to you. I've always had kind of smooth skin, to be fair. Even my legs are like literally hairless almost, so my legs are almost as smooth as a female's legs. I have no hair on my legs at all. I can't grow hair, so my chest and my face and head are the most, and crotch, of course. I have the most hair, so my chest, stomach, and like leg hair, especially. Oh, that's it's like smooth as shit. It's like I shave my legs, but I don't. That's how smooth they are. Good thing is I don't really care to be hairy. Hairy. How did showering get into hair? I don't know. Well, speaking of that, I fucking unclogged my drain with shit, with this hair removal thing, and good god, the amount of fucking hair that is falling off my head. It clogged my drain to the point where if you shower long enough, the water will fill up above your ankle. And by the time I even get the water started and get into the shower, it's already filling up the tub. It's just like, what the hell? But it was like, I pulled out like 4 globs or 5 globs of fucking hair. It was gross. It's a good thing I bought that. I was like, okay. Be wary of your genetics, people. For men, you lose hair once you hit your, high school, technically, depending on your genetics and other factors. I started losing my hair slightly sometime during late high school, early college. So you gotta be on that shit. I wasn't. I could still technically reverse it with product, but yeah. My brother and father, my father was pretty much bald. My brother pretty much shaves down. I'm going to be bald in the near future. To be fair, that's something I've long noticed, though. I've long noticed my hair loss. My big-ass forehead showing. Years ago. Some people lose it earlier than me. I lost it in late high school. Some people start losing it earlier than that. And I actually just noticed that my beard is starting to show gray. I was like, oh, good. I'm 35 and now I'm starting to show gray hair. My dad had gray beard, so... My brother's 40 and he's the only one with a full facial hair and it's black. Lucky bastard. Everyone else has patchy-ass skin, or patchy-ass hair, and is pretty much balding. Genetics. It's kind of why I grew my hair out. just to give it a try. Surprised it grew as long as it did. Can't grow any more than that now. It's done now. If I cut it, it's probably not gonna grow back. I'm surprised it even did. It was 2020 that I started growing it out. I mean, I grew it out on and off, but I had to cut it for Chick-fil-A. And then I grew it out sometime after that, when I was working at Sears during COVID. It's been grown out for the last 5 years. 4 years. I just burnt a rock. You know that thing is based off the Easter Island heads? Also, he's a magnet, so he can only face north. Hence why he evolves at Mount Coronet. Or also so does Magneton in the Magnezone. Because of the high electric whatever the fuck energy. Electromagnetic energy bullshit. I totally devoted to grass Pokemon. That's your downfall. Look, grass aren't the worst. I mean, no, they're not. But they're also some of the Pokemon are some of the worst that they've come up with, though. I'm not always the biggest fan of grass. I like Sceptile, though, starter-wise. A lot of your grass, though, I'm not a fan of Venusaur. Meganium is trash. I don't fucking... Sunkern literally is one of the Pokemon, if not the weakest Pokemon with the lowest stat base total, who is grass and also evolves into a Sunflower, who is... yeah. Bug, its main opposing force really has no offense for a select few of bugs only, but other than that, like, some of those are the weakest typing, unfortunately. There are some bugs out there. I mean, hell, there's one bug that is fire also. But other than that, like, grass is one of the shittiest types that's weak to so many things. And even that, it just doesn't provide much offense against other types that, because water can easily beat it with ice. And unless you're ground rock or water ground, whatever, you're not living, but like generally speaking, they don't have much going on.
Hey, little Teddy.
Oh. Not a thought in that brain. Except death and explosions. So he's the Mr. Torque of Pokemon, I guess. Okay. Even though this came out before that. Burn! I love how you guys all just listen to me retardedly yap to myself. Oh yeah, that's all I do. That's literally half of what I do at work or anything, or just in general. Or on stream, or on YouTube. When I have nothing going on, I just talk to myself. Don't mind me. I know I'm weird. I've actually been called it many times for the and even retarded because of it. Honestly, people do look at me oddly because there are times I talk to myself a lot. It's just, it helps me think. I also like to articulate. That's why I can't really talk and do things simultaneously very well. And to be fair, with gaming, I easily can play and talk. But there's just a lot of times I just get into a conversation, don't realize I'm not playing. A wild wiglet. Oh no. Oh no. It's the white diglet. It's the weird white penis plushie looking diglet. I don't know why they ever made a plushie out of that thing. It's just fucking why. Yay. Old Maine. Do I have a long way to go? I mean, I'm almost at 30 here, but definitely not beating this tonight, that's for sure, but now that I've actually fucking got the cables set up, I'm glad I've long wanted to get every multiple consoles for Pokemon going. I just don't know why I didn't have this set up. And the setup I had didn't work with whatever, I just don't know. I hate when I come back to a thing and it doesn't work because I don't remember why I have it set up if that's not right. Because I remember getting the cables I'm using and then not, and then putting them in the drawer for some reason. There'd be no reason I would have the 3-colored red, white, and blue, red, white, and yellow cables if they don't give me the audio I desire with Elgato because it needs to be in the 480p. When I have the cables for such action put away, there's a reason for that. I know that it has to be. Because I have multiple different variations of the upscaler or whatever devices that allows me to play older consoles at a better resolution, such as 480. Technically, it's 480p being outputted or in 1080 or 720 because it's going through that to an HDMI. It's upscaled. The only consoles I don't think can really play successfully well is Dreamcast. I haven't really played, I don't think I've played any direct NES and all that, but fucking Dreamcast for a fact looks like awful. Looks like shit. So I played it and it hurt my eyes and my viewers' eyes. I tried to play PSO and I was like, oh god, this no. So I don't want to try anything lower than that. This is my GameCube, but slash Wii. And yeah, it looks fantastic. PS2 is okay. PS2 looks alright. It has its moments. But it still is playable. Also, the NES can't. Also, I wouldn't be able to play the NES. I don't think. Yeah, the NES had the antenna adapter crap or whatever it was. I forgot what that jack is called. Not the antenna jack, but it connected to. It's screwed in. I forgot what that adapter's called. So I know I had both at some point, top and front loader. I know I have a lot of my older consoles. So, how are you guys enjoying the Pokemon adventure for my single main line? I know you guys probably, some of you guys probably enjoyed a lot of mine and Irving's co-ops. I hope you guys like it. For anyone who's gotten to know him. Sorry if he is too straightforward, though. He can be a bit harsh or say things that people may not expect. Especially me when he shits on my ex. Spin to win. You spin right round, baby, right round like a spinda. Fucked fact about Spinda. No, it's fun. Fun fact about Spinda. Each one has different spots in variations of different parts of his body. Every single one you find will have a different variation. If you happen to somehow get lucky with RNG where you could find the same exact pattern, but there's like millions of patterns. No, probably not that many, but there's several hundreds, thousands of patterns for Spinda's spots. It's cool. And you can have a shot. He's like the most unique in terms of that, and is shiny. So you can have multiple shinies that are all different spotted pattern. I don't know why he's like that, but yeah, he's the only one that has a weird spot gimmick that I could think of. I mean, Vivillon had the pattern based on what region you were in. I don't know how Go worked with him, but in X and Y, Vivillon is a Butterfree clone who had different wing pattern depending on what region you lived in. Like, if I recall correctly, I think like more industrial or New York related specifically, I believe, or any city had more of like a metal look to his wings. Stuff like that. Then there's like the Pokemon related ones where his wings look like a Pokeball or whatever, but like, yeah. Yeah. They need to do more with that. That was cool. Sex and Y. Or sexy, even though it's supposed to be Sandy. I just like saying sexy. Pokemon sexy. Why does Pokemon Coliseum always make me feel like I'm in the Midwest? It's got that vibe going on. Especially the introduction to the first one. Where you're at like a saloon. Middle of a fucking desert. Also, this region must be fucking based on... Pokemon has a lot of regions based in different real-life areas. Or based on real-life areas. Like how, for instance, Kanto, for instance, is literally just Japan. Kanto, Japan. Yeah. Then you got New York for Unova, Black and White region. What is that? France. Yeah, I think it was France for X and Y. Yeah, it was. I believe so. was it Paris? Was it for Sword and Shield? I forget which. But either way, yeah, they're all based on real world significant places. So I believe X and Y was France. Tentacle? Tentapool. You're a butt, a butt, a butt, a butt. Just a butt. A butt. Just a butt.
Dun, 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 dun.
Sorry if I'm constantly using the same Pokemon. Fish. Love fish. Oh, that's starting to get tired. Or not so much that, just dizzy from it. The dizziness from being tired is setting in. That's what I get for being dedicated to wanting to stream. I find it enjoyable. No matter how much I say I'm going to stop or take break from it. Until the inevitable day I do stop. Or whatever. Eventually I'm just gonna get so tired of something and it's gonna make me not stream. But I don't think I'm ever gonna stop gaming. I don't know. I see myself as a freaking like 70-year-old. I don't know if I'm gonna live much past 80. If I even get that. The way I do eat isn't the healthiest and I don't exercise anymore. And it's, I mean, I don't eat the most unhealthiest, but I also don't eat as much as I should. And I've also ate a lot of fast food and a lot of my parents' cooking, which can't be always the healthiest thing. But then again, the healthy foods, well, I can't say they're healthy either. But too much of something is a bad thing regardless. Or too little of something is also bad. I'll just eat my snot like I just did. Mmm, tasty.
Mmm, itchy tasty.
Good. Am I annoying? Am I annoying? Oh, shut up. Build them. Baby Metagross. Ba-da-da-dum. Ah. So, the Hariyama subscribes to PSN too, does he? So, is there a weird pattern that's every other trainer just uses one Pokemon for some reason? Not that I'm complaining. The one guy that murdered me had, or the one guy beforehand had a legendaries. The other guy had a bunch of starters. The one guy fucking had a Rhydon or a bunch of Pokemon that prevented electric damage. Lightning Rod Pokemon. Or, well, lightning absorption based damage. Fucking electric still took damage. Rhydon don't. Unfortunately, I don't have the fucking ash plot armor that allows electric attacks to strike ground. And whatever other bullshit bullshit Pokemon hacks he pulled off. Hey, Rhydon, you have a lightning horn, you have a horn like a lightning rod. Yeah, because that's how logic works in Pokemon. That's exactly the ability, or that's exactly what happens with the ability Lightning Rod to begin with in this game. The fucking trainer that beat me does. So, I mean, the anime's not wrong, except they used it in the other regard to where it's more like real-world logic. And unfortunately, that's not how Rhydon or Pokemon work. So it's just like... I know it's the anime, but come on, they can at least do the battles correctly. Their freaking resistances, weaknesses, and fucking immunities. Don't just sit there and make Pokemon beat Pokemon that shouldn't. I get that Pikachu's got level 100 plot armor even if he resets. But good God. I wish you can just raise a Pokemon based on love that just became so strong depending on what stage, it doesn't matter, or you could just fucking be so OP. I know in the games you technically can, but it's just like in the same retrospect that Ash's Pikachu is. Just take out Pokemon that you can't because otherwise. Just be able to hit Pokemon that are immune to your typing because of love. That hack. Yeah, let's give us that. Give me the ability to electrocute ground types because a Pokemon loves me enough. Give me a Brett Greninja instead of an Ash Greninja. An Ass Greninja. I'll take an Ass Greninja. Ass Frog. Don't lick ass. Don't lick Toad ass unless you want to end up in 1,000 Ways to Die. Thank God I'm not that type of stoner. Don't lick Toad butt. Anyone who hasn't seen 1,000 Ways to Die, there's an episode of some dumb hippies or stoners licking literal frogs' asses to get high and ended up licking a wrong toxic toad and passed away.
Hey.
To be fair, that's one of the more funnier deaths because it's just stupid. There's some pretty. There was a girl who died because she was allergic to water. She couldn't shower. There's a girl who died because these are legitimate too. There's a female on there who had constant orgasms and died from it. Like, don't even get it started. Don't even like get me started on when she actually was aroused. It was even worse. Like stuff like that. Yeah, the 1,000 Ways to Die is fun. But one of them was Toad Butt. Mmm. Yum. Talking about your Prince Charming, am I right? Yeah, you could tell I have no idea what to talk about. You could tell it's weird when I'm by myself. Or is it? Or do you guys like when I talk about random shit like toad licking? Not that my conversations with Irving are already weird. Are you into toad licking? Don't lie. I like booty holes. I like booty holes. Booty holes. Good battle. Ah, you're the only one who didn't drop to their knees at this point. Ooh, 40 already. Drop me into the lava. I don't like looking down, even in this fucking game. Even in this game, it makes me uneasy just knowing I'm walking above fucking suspended platforms. Hey. Oi. Yeah, I need a Tyrog. I'm surprised they haven't introduced another Hitmon. Or does that be too much at this point? Same with an evolution, specifically that. They still need one Eevee for every damn type at this point, and a freaking evolution to Eevee just to give him a boost if it makes him any better. Not that he's gonna be competitive, but at least I don't think, unless they give him a significant one. Since he's not elemental at all, he's normal. That would be interesting. It'd be nice. You guys enjoy some Metal Gear. Some love to Fractal. Fractal foe. Can I type? Ah, Metal Gear Solid 2.
Won't go? No way, bro.
Right. Just fucking punch at everybody today.
Shit. Well, we're dead.
Yes, right. Was that a punch earlier on or what? Same engines, twin stakes. What? Metal Gear Solid 2? I mean, I've played Metal Gear Solid franchise. I've played the Metal Gear Solid franchise. I mean, they look, they look very samey, despite the console difference. Whether or not they actually are the same engine, I don't know, but they look very samey, anime-ish. I've never played Twin Snakes though. I've always preferred the original Metal Gear Solid 1. How you doing, Fractal? I also played a bit of Metal Gear. Also, it's not bad. It's a bit it's a bit like Resident Evil in the terms of getting stuff and remembering where to use it, and just the general nature of remembering rooms and shit respawning. Well, Resident Evil doesn't really have the respawning shit, but yeah, it's a NES game. Made me appreciate those things. Yeah, I grew up on PlayStation. Not that I didn't grow up on GameCube, it's just GameCube was more, I was in middle school at that point. And to be fair, like, I grew up on somewhat Metal Gear Solid. I played 1 and 2. My brother was more into stealth games, I think, than I was. And that's how I got into it. I didn't play a lot of them past that. And it wasn't that long ago that I actually beat, probably like maybe a good decade ago that I first beat Metal Gear Solid 2. I beat 1 a while ago when it first came out. But other than that, like, I've not beaten 3 and on, but I've played some of them. So, like, I've played Snake Eater, but I've not beaten that either. I can't say I love the franchise, but it is fun. But yeah. GameCube is also great. I've watched Twin Snakes though, but I just never got around to playing it, and just after watching Team 4-Star play it, I just couldn't get into it. And knowing how I am with some games, I prefer original. Now, if it was a franchise I never played before, I would play both, but it would be the original first. That's how I was always, especially with Resident Evil. I played the original. I mean, it was a PS4 port of RE4, but it still was. I wouldn't have played the remake if that came out first before I played the franchise. Now, there's some games I don't always do that with, though. But that's why with Final Fantasy, I play the originals. A lot of games I love, I have to play the originals. Experience the difficulties of it first. I feel like Metal Gear probably took away some. Not that that game is that difficult, but as a kid, it has its moments. I know Resident Evil definitely took away a lot of the difficulty factors of the older ones. Tank Control. That and the horror aspect, which came with it. I hope the MGS3 remake, though, is good. Delta, or whatever. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Beater. No. Yeah. The remastered Eva boobies. Ba-ba. 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 Hairy anal. I mean, Majin. Hariyama. 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 Hey, rock the bug. Let's rock that bug. Rock that bug. I'm probably gonna get off after this. This brought me up to the near 3-hour mark. Got me a stream for the night. I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow. We'll see. I keep starting late and I don't like it, which is also costing me some sleep because I want to at least make up a little bit for that. But I've also just been staying up later. And I go to bed right after stream. I've just been up later than I want. Some of these the past several nights. Bug. Big fat bug. But yeah, we should be live tomorrow with more of this. I need to get... I was hoping to be live. I made an announcement and post I was going to be live at the usual time, but no. I had no audio because I had the wrong cables connected and didn't realize I had a feeling it was those cables because the HDMI and everything else transfers sound. I even tried swapping Elgato. I just don't know why I had those 3 color cables connected as my setup if it didn't work. I just don't understand and I don't remember anymore. Things always, yeah, I always have the weirdest audio and issues. Things always seem to change and I never seem to have an understanding of why and can give a reason because I always forget how the hell I had a setup working when it doesn't work now or whatever. Like every time I come back to something, it fucks up. Like The one time I streamed DS or 3D, whatever, the regular DS, I was fine. Another time I had no audio, and that took forever to set up. It just, things annoy me. I always gotta have to fight shit. Always have to fight shit. And then, like, months away from Twitch, I always have to fumble with crap. I mean, you see me have to fumble with alerts and crap daily. But yeah, I'm going to shit all over you, some other streamer, in a good way. If I could, let's just send you to Lotus. He's a good guy. That's not right. I didn't type right. What the fuck? Slash raid L0T1Z. Why isn't that working? There we go. Oh, I forgot the one. That's fine. Have a good night, everybody. I don't know if this is gonna cost me by shutting it off, but I'm not technically quitting. Like, you can walk down the steps and go back into like the safe building or whatever, or like I can't swap Pokemon out in between or a lot of that. So I don't know if that counts. I'll have to figure that out.